It all comes down to this: the closing rounds of 2022 in Cannonsburg, Michigan. One champion will be crowned. This is Sledhead 24/7.
No, I don't feel this one is like similar to Lake Geneva. This one has hills, but it's not that steep, and it's of course downhills, but it's not as same as Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva is special, but it's gonna be fun out here too with the hills, and it's gonna be a good one, I think, and it's a huge track too. Yeah, of course, I'm really happy about the season. It's a new team this year, so everything is new. A lot of stuff was new. Still on a skidoo, but working with new people and everything. So it was excited to see what we could do together. And I think we've been doing it really good, and I'm happy. It's number 4 if I can do it this year, so yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to do that, and that's the goal I came in with before the season too. Of course, when I had the 3-1 earlier, I still want to go for it, and that's the goal. And we have one more weekend, and I'm gonna do my all and be smart, be smooth, be fast, and hopefully get it home. To clinch it tonight, I need to do better than Emil, and of course he's closest behind me. And it's still a couple others behind there that can come, but I'm gonna do my best and be smart, be smooth. Try to be the fastest one and don't think too much about it. But of course, I will stay smart and stay out of the trouble tonight, and get in a good spot for the weekend overall. But if everything goes really good, I can get it today, and. That would have been nice, of course, but I'm gonna stay smart and stay smooth and stay fast.
Yeah, this track reminds me a little bit about Geneva. You know, it's a ski hill and it's up and down and all that, but this isn't as steep as Geneva, so it's not as sketchy. But it's a rough track, and it will be technical for all of us, and. I'm looking forward to race on it. I think it will be a bit hard to pass, but we will see. I haven't tried to pass anyone yet, so I don't know. But I had a great feeling on the practice, and I had good lines, so we will see how the day goes. I started the season with an injury, and came back right before the first race and started to do good right away, and I was surprised. I had good podiums the two race weekends in a row, and I was not struggling a little bit, but I was not getting on podiums those 2 races in the middle of the season. But then I started to come back and did better and better, and now I'm on the podium again. So I have had some podiums this year, and it's better than I thought, and I'm super glad with the whole season, actually, and to be second in points, it's really good. I'm racing against super good riders, and I'm surprised that I'm up here. But I have been working hard, and I have done everything I could to be up here. So I'm glad that I made it. I hope I can stay up here, maybe top 3 for the end of the year, and it would be super fun.
Yeah, this weekend we're here at Cannonsburg, Michigan. It's first time here. Last time we were here, we never raced. We just watch the track and then go back home. So that's when COVID hit. So yeah, now that we don't know what COVID is anymore, we can race. we're really late on the season so far, so yeah, the snow is kind of really wet. It's really hard to do some good rhythm out there, so you have to take care of us, and hopefully we have some good racing after the open show. The season was pretty gnarly this year. Like, everyone is riding so close to each other. Everyone was like 8 pros always in the same second in practice and everything. So yeah, just being one of the top out there, it means everything. Like, means that my training was good and my riding style is good, suspension is good, clutching is good. So just figure out in the points, still a good contender for top 3 in the championship. Entering the 2 last round, it's just fun, I will say, because I don't care much about the championships. It's just more everyday racer.
When we return, round 15 commences. On our way to the start line, we're stopping in the pits at the Polaris Factory support trailer for this week's Amsoil Garage.
Hi, I'm Tom Rager. I'm the race manager for Polaris Snowmobiles. This is our factory support trailer that you see at all the Snocross Nationals. In here, any of our Polaris racers can come and get parts, tech support, obviously shock service. The guys from Walker Evans come every weekend to help support all of our racers. So the back part of the trailer here is all tech, 2 shock bays for the guys from Walker Evans to work at. Over here we have kind of a clutch tuning station. And then to the left here is where we do all of our data acquisition, fuel mapping changes, all of our computer work is done here. And the front half of the trailer is all parts storage. So this is where the racers can come to the vending window, get the parts they need. Downstairs here in all these cabinets are all the small parts. Upstairs are all the big parts like tracks, A-arms, fenders, hoods. And so we're here for all the racers can come and utilize this so that kind of the smaller racers don't have to have thousands of dollars in inventory on their trailer. They only need to buy what they need and then come get it right here.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. Join us. By Amsoil. Runs on Freedom. By Polaris. And by Stud Boy. Traction with an attitude.
Watch for the Amsoil Pro Riders as they charge up the hill towards this right-hander. Adam Peterson grabbing that stud boy hole shot, but he's got company to his outside. Logan Christian, who gets run off the track. He'll have to rejoin. Meanwhile, it looks like as they charge down the hill, we've got a brand new leader. That is Oscar Norm, who is taking over the top spot as Francis Peltier comes smoking from the back of the field up to the number 5 spot here in just a quarter of a lap. Look who is snuck up into second and about to take the lead from Oscar Norm, Elias Ischel. Meanwhile, Daniel Benham clipping the Coroplast sign on the inside of the Skidoo turn. We've got a side-by-side battle for the lead and a side-by-side battle for third. Ischel can't shake Oscar Norm, who goes back up front. Oh, and Oscar kind of pushes out there just enough to put Elias Ischel offline as this great battle for the race lead continues here in the Amsoil Pro Final. Ischel goes for the block pass and can't get it from Norm. And Ischel finally able to wrestle the lead away from Oscar Norm, but Norm roars right back as they come back down through the Arctic Cat section. Ischel finally gets a couple of sled lengths gap. We're coming down to the checkers, coming off the final corner. There they are, the double checkers for Elias Ischel. The Viking Rocket wins in Cannonsburg, Michigan over Oscar Norm and Hunter Pathfield, Adam Peterson.
It feels awesome. Yeah, I couldn't have done it in a better way. I've won all my championship with a win. So yeah, I needed to charge hard for that one, and right away when I had a pretty decent start, I knew I had it in me. So it was just to put it down, and felt awesome.
Elias Issuel earned his 4th title, but with the remaining positions up for grabs, anything can happen. Only one round remains.
You gotta keep it moving.
It's so weird because they like leave the berm before trying. Yesterday's qualifying went really good. I ended up a 2nd and a 1st, and I was 1st qualifier. Came out, got a good jump, got passed a couple times. I was running 4th, and I stuck in 4th the entire race, right behind Hunter, and couldn't get around him. Last lap I went for a pass and ended up tipping on my side, but I had enough leeway where I could get back on, and I still finished 5th. So all in all, it was a good night. Today's goal is to get the win. Yes, the last race of the season. Hang it all out there, I guess. Go have fun.
Yesterday was pretty decent overall. I mean, there's a couple things that I would have liked to done differently. Gotten a couple first turn, early turn pile ups, so obviously want to avoid that for today. But overall, I was really pleased with the way I rode and charged forward. So looking to carry that into today and have a good time out there. First goal, make it to the final, and then everything all out and be up on that box.
Hey guys, Lincoln Lemieux here. We had a rough start to the season. We didn't get the results we wanted. You know, when we started the new team, we knew it was going to be difficult to get up to speed, but I was excited to get the sled up to speed and myself. But I just didn't go to plan, and here we are. You know, at the Butte I got landed on. I broke 9 ribs, broke some vertebrae, and I had a collapsed lung. So. Yeah, that was scary at the time. I had to get 2 tubes put in, and so I started breathing again. And you know, once we got those tubes in, it was all up from there. So I spent a week in the hospital recovering, and finally was able to go home and drive 20 hours home to Vermont. And yeah, it was a rough little patch. You know, I went to the doctors 8 weeks in, and he said I wasn't going to injure my back anymore, and that my ribs were healed, the bones were healing back together, which was great. So I just asked him. I said, "Hey, can I ride a snowmobile?" He said, "Yeah, you can ride one around the yard." And I was like, "No, can I race?" He's like, "Well, I don't know." I was like, "Am I going to hurt my back anymore?" And he said, "No, it's just going to be painful." So here I am, the last round here at Cannonsburg, Michigan. Looking forward to it. The track's really gnarly, super rough. It looks like a lot of fun, so I'm just ready to get back out there and ride with the boys and just have some fun. That's all. That's why I'm here. You know, we put a lot into this season, and the least I can do is go ride for my fans, my family, and all my sponsors. So yeah, I can't wait to go out.
Still ahead, the final round of the season. But first, let's visit with the 3-time national champion who recently started designing the tracks you see on the national tour, Robbie Malinowski.
Well, first off, Carl Shabitsky called me and kind of expressed some concerns he had and some thoughts, and I listened and just kind of took it in and said, give me a couple days, and I wanted to take it all in and understand exactly what the role would take and understand what he was looking for, I guess. And once I thought about it and talked to a few people, it was he needed some help with just some new ideas, some fresh eyes, and not that he didn't have a great crew and staff there. It was just, let's change it up and try something new. You don't learn it all in one day. It takes a lot of time and years, and that's why you see out there in the pits with riders and mechanics and crew chiefs, there's a lot of knowledge within the years. Well, first off, safety is definitely the main goal. Obviously, don't want to see anybody get hurt. And so always err on safety, and then once safety is kind of taken care of, we'll try to push it and make it exciting for the fans. Because the most important thing is to make sure the fans have something that they can look at, remember, and talk about later that day or that night and say, remember this, remember that. So that's always the main goal.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform, join us. By Amsoil. Runs on Freedom. By FXR. Premium outdoor gear that's worthy of who you are and what you love to do. And by Ziegler Cat. Exceptional service backing the best equipment.
And the Shearing Speed Sport teammates blast out with the advantage, but going into the corner, it is just wide open, and Francis Peltier pulls the whole shot. That would be Cody Cam hanging on to that third spot. Elias Ischel trying to work his way up the inside here of Logan Christian in a race for the fourth position. Patno and Cam about to get it on here for the number 2 spot. Cam almost getting into Patno. Logan trying to sneak up around the outside as they come off the Polaris uphill through the Polaris turn. Making the run toward the Arctic downhill. Logan Christian going outside here, and he is trying to power his way alongside Cody Cam. This is the race for the number 3 spot early on here in this Amsoil Pro Final. Logan Christian just finished off the move here on Cody Cam to move into third, but Cam's not having any of it. They're going to be real close together, jumping side by side into the Skidoo corner. Little bump and bang as they come onto the Red Bull track truss. Christian looking over alongside of Cam over the big Skidoo triple as Cam looks to carve to the inside initial. Almost getting into the side of Cody Cam. All this happening while Francis Peltier gaps out by 1.5 seconds. Hot pursuit of race leader Francis Peltier. Here comes the Viking Rocket making a run for the number 3 spot here on Logan Christian. Fantastic battle here for the number 3 position. Christian trying to drift over and throw the block on Ischel, but he's already up alongside as they'll crest to the top of the Skidoo Hill. Ischel will try to jump up here and take the line away, and he does, but Logan comes right back alongside. Ischel will switch lanes up. He wants to come outside here on Logan. Does he try to set him up, cross him up, a little contact, elbows up, baby. They're bar to bar, and Christian is down. And Cam will hold position. Ischel crosses him over, tries to make the move. Cam coming right back alongside, 100 feet across the triple in the air, and Cam again shuts Ischel down. But the star of the season finale is the Makita Baja Jerky, Skidoo, the number 220. Francis Peltier wins his 4th AMSOIL Pro Final of the year.
It feels good to be fast again. You know, it's been a rough afternoon for me, but I knew I figured out that track this morning. It's just over and over, and yeah, being back, it's fun. You know, riding fast, it's always fun.
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy. There you go.
That's a wrap for the 2022 edition of AMSOIL Championship Snocross. Next week, Jeff Fisher heads west to ride, rate, and review Snowshoot 2023.